Why more opportunities usually make you poorer? Most people believe more opportunities mean more income, more options, more ideas, more ways to make money. But what if the opposite was actually true? What if having too many opportunities is the exact reason most professionals never build consistent extra income? Because the people who quietly succeed are usually doing less, not more. And today, I'm going to show you why more opportunities might actually be making you poorer and what to do instead. The opportunity trap. Let's start with something honest. We are living in a time where opportunities are everywhere. You open your phone and you see start a business, learn trading, try crypto, build a brand, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, freelancing. Every scroll introduces a new path. And at first, that feels like a good thing because more opportunities feels like more chances to succeed. But here's the hidden problem. Every opportunity comes with cost. Not just money, attention, focus, decision making. And most people don't realize that until it's too late. A simple observation. I noticed something interesting a while ago. A professional I knew was extremely driven, always looking for ways to build extra income. Every week there was something new. 1 month it was trading. Then it was content creation, then e-commerce, then consulting. Each opportunity looked promising. Each one made sense. 6 months later, nothing had really taken off. Not because the opportunities were bad, but because attention was constantly being reset. And this is where most people get stuck. The real cost of more opportunities. More opportunities don't just give you options. They create decision overload. And decision overload leads to something dangerous. Inconsistency. Because now your brain is constantly asking, which one should I focus on? Is this the best option? Should I switch? Am I missing something better? And every decision drains energy. Now think about the average professional. You've already spent the entire day making decisions, meetings, emails, deadlines, problem solving. By the time evening arrives, your mental energy is limited. And in that state, more options don't help you. They overwhelm you. Here's a pop culture insight. There's a reason this shows up in movies. Think about The Matrix. Neo isn't given infinite choices. He's given just 2, red pill or blue pill. Clarity, because clarity creates action. Too many choices create paralysis. And that's exactly what happens with income strategies. Why more opportunities is equals to less progress. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Every time you switch opportunities, you reset progress. Imagine. New learning curve, new mistakes, new uncertainty. So instead of building momentum, you keep starting over. It's like planting seeds and digging them up every week to check if they are still growing. Nothing compounds. And without compounding, guess what? Income stays inconsistent. The hidden psychological trap. This gets even deeper because chasing new opportunity feels productive. You're learning, exploring, researching. It feels like progress, but it's actually a form of avoidance. Avoidance of repetition. Avoidance of consistency. Avoidance of the boring part where real results are built. The real shift. The people who build consistent extra income think differently. They don't ask, what's the best opportunity? They ask, what can I execute consistently? Because success doesn't come from choosing the best option. It comes from sticking with one long enough for it to work. The one system advantage. Let's compare two professionals. Person A chases multiple opportunities, switches strategies, follows trends. Person B chooses one system, defines a process, executes daily. 6 months later, person B is almost always ahead, not because they found something better, but because they stayed long enough to benefit from it. The 3C Trader Method. This is exactly why I built the 3C Trader Method, to protect professionals from the opportunity trap. 3 stabilizers: clarity, one system, one process, no constant switching, because clarity removes hesitation. Control, defined rules, when to act, when not to act, how much time, how much risk, because without control, opportunities become distractions. Consistency. This is where everything compounds. Not intensity, not excitement, but repeatable action over time. A practical example here. Let's make this real. One person spends their evenings watching videos, exploring ideas, jumping between strategies. Another person logs in at the same time, follows the same system, executes for 45 minutes or so. 3 months later, the second person has data, they have something to show, experience. The first person has more information, but no results. The uncomfortable truth. You don't need more opportunities, you already have enough. What you need is fewer decisions, because every extra option is a potential distraction. More opportunities don't make you richer. They divide your attention, they drain your energy, and they reset your progress. But one structured system, executed consistently, can do something powerful. It can compound. And once compounding starts, progress becomes predictable. So if you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed by options, unsure where to focus, it might not be lack of opportunity. It might be too many of them. Because in the end, the people who succeed are not the ones chasing everything. They are the ones who choose one thing and stay with it long enough for it to work.